Oh, it's time once again. It's time for Monday Night Beers. What's up?
Couldn't come fast enough. I told you guys, couldn't come fast enough. I was, like I got some work done today, and sometimes I'll just slack on a Monday. I won't give it my 110%. But today I got a lot of work done, so I was like, I already had one cracked. I had to get one in me so that
Nice.
at 4 o'clock, so I'd be nice and
Oh,
lubricated.
I always have one or two before the actual Zoom starts. You can't go in cold. You'll pull a hamstring.
Does this eye look really red?
No.
I'm tripping out, dude.
Stay with us, dude.
All right.
Well, it's just like when this shit actually happened in real life on a Monday. Sometimes you were really looking forward to it. You really needed to get in there.
Yeah.
That's the thing is what I miss is going to the bar, walking into the Roost, and it's dark in there and it's still blazing sunny out here no matter what time of the year. And you just know once that big tall boy of PBR hits your lips and you start hanging out with the boys, cracking some jokes, whatever it was ailing you is all going to go out the windows. No more pain where you're going, boy.
Pop Man, you want to kick it off by telling us about why you drove all the way to the Kern River just for an Arby's fish sandwich?
There's a camping trip with Emily, my girlfriend's friends, and just so nobody worries, everybody tested negative. You had to have a negative test to show up, and campsites were spread all around. We all made our own food and all that shit, and then we just hung out for a couple days, riding the river, drinking suds. Some people indulged in other hallucinogens. I stuck to beer and whiskey and Winston Lights, but
was there any part of you that was tempted to
aspects
of the universe?
No, like people were doing like mescaline and mushrooms and stuff, and I was just like, I'm not opposed, like do whatever you want, but I just was like, I don't know, if I ever do it, I might just want to be in like a rubber room or something if I try it the first time. I don't want to do it when it's 100 degrees out and I'm trying to tube down a river.
Yeah. The jacket with no sleeves is how you're looking to do it, eh?
And then like nobody was being like a jerk or anything, but I remember walking past some of the people who were tripping and they were just sitting in like the river, like laughing and giggling. And I was like, yeah, I don't know anything about all that.
Drug addict.
So I'm just like, I'm just going back to make some more cocktails.
Oh, man's just carrying his fucking tube under his arm, ripping a Winston.
But yeah.
Charlie, I think you're probably the resident expert. What happens when you take a mescaline?
I don't know, but my buddy made some. He found some guy on Craigslist who was selling the cactus you need, and he bought a shit ton of it off of him. And then he made some, and he did a bunch of it. He said he just rode his fixed gear bike for like 20 miles. He was like, felt like really speedy and was kind of like hallucinating, but he was just like smashing on his bike. And he said the wind felt so good. I can get you guys some. Do some mescaline, freak out.
Maybe.
I love mushrooms. Like mushrooms are dynamite, and I think they actually are good for your brain. Like whenever I've done those for a week to 2 weeks afterwards, I just feel happy. Like it's never been nothing but a positive experience. You just kind of stare at some trees and they look cool, and then you feel happy. Like maybe there's bad trips you can have on those, but if I'd do anything, I'd like to be an old man in a rocking chair just sitting on my porch tripping balls listening to tunes.
Yeah, I mean, I would be open. I mean, and also like in a way, like cigarettes and beer are maybe the two dumbest drugs. Like cigarettes don't even do anything unless you haven't smoked for 10 hours. Nothing even happens. You just smoke more, and then you get more. Cool. Yeah. Oh, well, that goes without saying. But and also you're just more, you're more hungover if you smoke more, and then you just drink all the booze and whatever the fuck, and you go sleep in the tent.
But let's talk about the most damaging item anyone did that weekend, and it's that Arby's fish sandwich. Give us the
run. It is incredibly greasy. So do with that what you will. But there's tomatoes and lettuce and pickles and mayonnaise, and that kind of offset the greasiness. And it's on like there's a 5-minute wait, which means they make it fresh. And I liked it because I'm a pig. But if you're like a fish sandwich connoisseur, you might think it's not up to snuff. But that's not a game I'm trying to play.
Maybe it's not for Tom Colicchio then.
Yeah. If you're unchopped, it might not work.
Can you get the cheddar, the beef cheddar sauce laid over top? Is that
You could, but I did not go there. But also, we were in Bakersfield. It's like there's just meth heads everywhere, and it's like a La Quinta Inn and like a Denny's and a gas station, and there's just like people like lurking around the car and like clearly just off their heads and like trying to like, get into the gas station bathroom or just like and I'm like, we gotta finish this sandwich and just get the fuck out of here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't like this.
A little bit of a zombie vibe.
Yeah. Plus it's like 100 degrees out, so I don't know what.
Burnsy, you say something? You locked up.
Yeah, I froze up for a second there. No, I was just zombie Arby's is just.
Brad Wenzel, friend of the show, would like to know memories of your first car. I had an Aries K, the one that you could just draw. Like the perfect little square sedan. Bench seat in the front and the back. I put one of those steering wheel covers on it, make it a little more luxurious. About it.
My first car was an 87 Cavalier that I got for $300. And I remember when I lived in Central, I used to the dashboard didn't work. It was an electronic dashboard, so I never knew how fast I was going.
Hand out the window, feel the air.
And being dumb and like 18 or whatever, I thought I'd never gotten a ticket, so I was like, I'll just drive as fast as I want until I get my first ticket. And one time I was driving, and then it came on for like 2 seconds, and I was going like 110 down like the freeway, and then the guy I was driving got really, I was always, but whatever. My first ticket I wound up getting was going 61 to 55, which is funny enough because I used to speed like crazy.
I'll say though, if you got a $300 car that can do 110, that's something.
Yeah, and then I totaled it. I hit some old man pulled out of the parking lot, and I T-boned him coming out of a Dunkin' Donuts. And,
at 110.
Yeah. And he totaled my car. So
he did. But it was his fault.
Well, yeah, he pulled right out. Luckily, it was him and his wife. Luckily, nobody got hurt. And he just pulled out, and I just blasted him. and my car is obliterated. And he comes out and he goes, I didn't see you there. And then that was it. I go, yeah, okay. Like I couldn't get mad at him because I was just glad I didn't kill him. And then that's the end of that car.
Wow. I've never gotten a speed. I would think never, not a one.
Really?
No.
No to you.
I think I've been pulled over twice for expired tags, which is terrifying in LA because those cops will kill you, and they're not nice, and it's just like both times I thought made me get out of the car, just like, look, man, I'll go tomorrow. It's $10.
Just doing their job, Burns.
Not very nice. I've been pulled over in Indiana for having out-of-state plates and taken out of the car on the highway, and then just ridiculed and made fun of by some meathead fuck, and then left to go on my way. And this has happened maybe 3 or 4 times. But other than that, no speeding tickets.
I've been pulled over, and when I lived in Michigan, I got pulled over constantly.
Yeah, I got one out here for talking on the cell phone. I just had it up to my fucking head, and they fucking yanked me. What kind of car did you get, Burns, your first car?
I had a 1982 Chevy Celebrity 2-tone gray, spoke wheels, and I installed a Pioneer pull-out stereo to really pump those 6x9s. And then I took my parents' rack stereo speakers from the living room, and I finagled them into the 6x9 wires with no amp, and then would tie a bungee cord on my trunk so my trunk could be cracked so that everyone would hear my Underground Kings or my Ghetto Boys or my Willie D from Hear Me Coming. Here comes Mr. Pimp of the World. And yeah, my dad, those speakers had to go away because my dad, he'd go out and he ran a lot. So he'd be jogging and I cruised by him just like with the most foul language blasting out of a car that is a Burns car. And when people know that's our car, you can't. And that was the end of the homemade sound system. Real
That's
bummer.
funny.
And he took the tape. He took my Underground Kings tape.
Damn.
Your dad's like the dad in the fucking music video. What's the band? Where they
Twisted Sister.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, you go ahead. What's your card, Gnarly?
The one I got now, baby. My 05
Yeah.
Corolla. Got when I was 25 finally, and didn't have wasn't that poor, but get my oil changed on every time, and it still runs fine. Love it.
Nice.
I'm gonna run that shit into the ground.
That's
That'll last forever. Those cars have to die.
Yeah.
yeah.
Haven't been pulled over either. I've been letting up. I got lit up once. I think I told you guys by the McDonald's over here, and it wasn't for me. And he just pulled up next to me and threw up the shaka. And I was just like, "Fuck you, dude!" It's like 6 something in the morning. You fucking light me up. I was all scared.
Mm-mm.
And that's when I would smoke weed and then drive to work. I don't do that anymore. So it was like super scary.
What was the name of the chain around, at least around Detroit, where you could get like car stereos and you could get the neon underneath and shit like that?
That's where I got my first 5-disc changer when I got my Toyota Tacoma.
We'll have to
Fuck.
come back.
Yeah.
It was like one of those names that had like a plural, even though it wasn't like a, like Ruth's Chris, like that kind of thing where there's an S that doesn't belong in it, I think.
Let me take 2 seconds and I will Google it to see if.
All right, well, you do that.
We had Duke car stereo.
No, keep on
Yeah.
talking though.
VIP on Swole would like to know who do we have coming out of the AFC and NFC respectively this year. Bernsey, I feel like you're the foremost expert in this matter. Can't hear you.
Like who,
Oh,
who's
there you
gonna?
go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Like which teams are good?
Yeah, he's just saying who's coming out of the AFC and NFC. So who's going to win, I guess, those divisions, I guess is what he's talking about.
Super Bowl
Um,
prediction, probably.
AFC. Let's see.
I'm gonna go Denver Broncos, and then it doesn't fucking matter in NFC because they're gonna get dealt with. I don't know. I haven't been following.
Lions and the Chiefs.
Nah, let's go
I
Lions
mean,
Broncos.
I'm gonna say Buccaneers and the Jaguars.
Mm.
I haven't. I'm totally keyed out of football. I don't know what's going on right now. So I'm like, Joe Montana is pretty good, and we'll see how. But then the Chiefs
Joe Montana. Pretty
but the Chiefs got Christian Okoye this year, so we'll see.
And they're all wearing Skechers.
I mean, Skechers. Kansas City is, and the Ravens are like, they're just so dominant. It's tough to. Patriots are screwed. So there's that. NFC.
I hope they stay screwed too. I don't ever want to see them get back up. You stay down where you deserve to be.
Where you deserve to be. Yeah.
Oh, and Vince, it's Mickey Shore.
Mickey Shore. Yeah.
It's the thing is like I play fantasy so much that I don't care, or like it doesn't matter to me who wins games or what teams are good. I don't pay attention to it. I only care about stats for individual players.
That is a funny thing. Like, I think fantasy has diminished like inter-team rivalries because people are just like, I got this guy on this team, whatever the fuck, and then they don't care so much about.
That's why you got to play Pro Pick'em.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which I'm also playing, and we got the K Money leagues are rocking. Those are all solidified.
K Money West just had their draft yesterday, baby. I was in there.
Very exciting. We're doing ours
ours
next
Sunday?
Sunday. It's
Sunday,
just
right?
like, yeah, Sunday. Yeah, Gnarly's coming in, and it's gonna be fun. So, and then plus you got your pick'em thing starting up, Vince. Like it's all happening. Everyone just has to hold on. Just hold on. Everything's on fire. and there's like 40,000 people have passed away in the last week. We just all need to hold on, guys.
If we just can prevent the Civil War for a few more weeks, we can have fantasy
Just
football.
that. Right. We'll have a World Series of whatever that's going to look like. The Padres.
What if you went down to like
the Padres to win? It's going to be
Man, fuck you, Burns.
Burns? What if you went down like a riot where there's people busting windows and cops cracking heads, and you're like, guys, pro pick 'em.
You're putting flowers into the barrel of guns.
Yes.
Week 1 is very soon. It's almost time for week 1.
I say it constantly, like, do people not want nice things? Like, stop don't shoot people. Don't stop doing this. There's going to be no football or anything. I can't, just because people need to be terrible.
EPL's back September 12th, so I'm good, baby.
Rob Lobster 43, Rob Sacuzo, he's got to know, what are some of our favorite childhood hobbies? Well, to your point, Burns, we played a lot of guns. We'd find a stick that looked like a gun and then fucking run around trying to shoot each other.
Was not allowed to have actual toy guns.
Me neither.
So I was always like, my neighborhood buddies would be playing with guns, and I'd have to be like, like a stick or something, and then because they wouldn't let me even have like squirt guns and shit.
Dude, but do you remember, man? Like, I had some cap guns and shit, but I had neighbors who had some toy guns that fucking looked legit.
No, they looked like real. I remember one time a kid from across the street, he had a fake gun, and I somehow wound up in my bedroom, and my mom thought I had a gun in like the bedroom. I was like, nah. I was like,
One time, me and my buddy were on the front lawn with the shotgun, just like pointed at cars, and the fucking cops rolled up. They're like, "You're gonna give an old lady a heart attack. What the fuck are you doing?"
Damn.
Wow.
Now they just shoot you.
We had a BB gun, my neighbor did, and we shot, we were trying to shoot out lights in the middle of the day because kids are stupid, and we didn't understand the trajectory of the BBs. So they were just arcing into this couple's backyard, and they were outside sitting at the picnic table at like 5 o'clock having a BLT or something, and tink, 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 and took out one of their windows, put a bunch of holes in their siding, didn't understand. Lady was pregnant. My mom, the cops showed up. I took off for like a couple hours, came back, thought it'd cool down. No, my father was standing in the middle of our fucking street with his suit on, came home from the bank to give me the business in a big way. I was taken down there by my ear, had to buy that lady flowers, gave a tear-filled apology for my transgressions, and it was a fucking nightmare. I never pulled any of that shit ever again.
Yeah.
I don't know about
While I think of it,
Go ahead, Burns.
do you remember the Rambo First Blood Part 2 machine gun, that toy that they sold? That looked like a real fucking scary big ass gun. Like it was a squirt gun.
Mm.
And it was like 60, it was a really expensive item. In my head, it was like $100. It was probably like 40 or something, but it was a full size. What does he have? An M16 in that? It's like a modified M16.
Oh, the M60, like the big one with the fucking thing of bullets?
Yeah, it was this big ass squirt gun, and you could get like a pistol and shit. But my neighbor Crazy Cooter had the big ass M60 machine gun squirt gun, and it was battery operated. You couldn't have that shit now. I'd be carrying that to go get myself a sandwich and get shot like right now.
There wouldn't be a lot of reasons to take it with you for the sandwich run, but I mean, I don't know. Hobbies when you're a kid, it's like you play wiffle ball. We fucking tried to hit each other with the frisbee, like Tron, Deadly Discs. Or,
Yeah,
We just break shit.
Collected base.
Or sorry, go ahead.
Who's first?
Whoever, go.
Who's
Well,
out first?
I mean, yeah, collected baseball cards. I watched TV. I was outside 12 hours a day. And then you ride bikes, you build jumps, you throw rocks at shit, you walk around and, do dumb little boy shit. And then that was it. Yeah. Baseball cards, TV, and walking around.
baseball cards for sure. And I would go back and forth between cards and comics. Sometimes I'd sell my whole collection, and then I'd go collect all Wolverine comics and X-Men and shit. And then I get bored with the comics, sell the comics, buy cards. G.I. Joes, like that's you tried to get as many of those as possible. Transformers. But mostly, like you said, Pop, like I played some Nintendo, but for the most part, my whole day was tackle football in the backyard or driveway basketball or 500 with a tennis ball and an aluminum bat in
Absolutely.
the street.
Yeah.
You know,
And I didn't have
all day until.
Yeah, and I only had enough money to get like 3 games, so you kind of get your fill. It's fun for like a little bit. You're mostly, and then with my parents on Saturday morning, it was like, as soon as American Bandstand starts, you got to go fucking outside until dinner time, and you can come in and go to the bathroom, and that's it. And then so you just like do whatever works.
Gnarly, what was popping in Whittier, dude?
Yeah, we just broke shit. This is in Norwalk, where I was born. We just break shit. And I had like a latchkey neighbor. His name was Johnny. So like we kind of adopted him, and we just always do like dumb. Like he was the one that showed me like, oh, you could just do dumb shit. Like it was cool. Like we used to go to this one. It's called Shop and Go, and the guy was like, yo, please don't like move those milk cartons, and we would just kick them. So I saw him kicking them. So like we'd terrorize that guy. Then that same ride, I'm on the back of his pegs on his bike, and they're repaving the cement in the neighborhood, and he goes up to it and hits a hard skid. And the guy like runs up to tell him like, yo, why the fuck did you do that? And he just goes, bleh! Just like screams in his face. And then they chase us, and we hopped our neighbors' fences and stuff. But then like that same kid, I had a kickboxing kit that had 2 gloves, 2 shin pads. So then he would be like, I'm right-handed, you're right-handed. You get the left one, I get the right one. And then we're both right-footed. So then I got the right pad, he got the left, and we just beat each other up. Just dumb shit like that. Good times.
Yeah,
Just that guy.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Matt
Kids
McCarthy,
that-
this is more of a discussion, I guess, than a question, but he passed along that Sylvester Stallone, you know, he's re-releasing Rocky IV, but he's going to remove Paulie's robot. He doesn't think that Paulie's – so it's almost like a reverse George Lucas situation. He's taken the robot out instead of adding – I have no – that's what we're looking at here, the new vision. He doesn't think that
I need to watch the 4th one. There's a robot in it?
Yeah,
Paulie's like this robot, butler kind of robot thing.
I just watched Judge Dredd with Stallone last night. That movie sucks.
Yeah, it super sucks. I don't understand why. The other Judge Dredd is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
You've never seen that?
The newer one's great.
Mm-mm.
The prison one, like that is a fucking badass ass kicker of a movie.
It's similar to The Raid, but it's really good.
Is Armand Asante in it?
Very Raid.
There's a new Rocky.
Why would you take out the robot?
It's not even like the robot's in it that much.
It's like the symbol of it's the symbol of decadence that Rocky has fallen into. He's spending all his money. The dumbest thing you could buy then was probably that like $100,000 robot. It's so iconic. Why would you take that out? He's just doing this so he can put it back in some other DVDs like down the road and then sell those. I know.
That's supposed to be Paul. What the fuck?
Or it's like, you know, how am I going to get a headline so that people know that I'm even re-releasing this fucking movie?
Yeah. And I don't care for this Burt Young erasure. Paulie, the
Yeah, man,
best.
come on. Leave Paulie and his fucking robot alone. That's what I say.
I love when I was a kid. I loved the Rocky IV soundtrack so much. I listened to it all the time.
Gnarly, you better hurry up and watch it before they put out this sponged version.
I'm looking at the pictures of the robot. He got some big ass eyes.
Yeah.
When year did that come out?
85. I saw it on Christmas Day in 85.
Rocky IV is fucking 85?
Yeah.
Man, and that is like, just for me, and it's probably just from my perspective, but like 84, 85, you've got like Rocky IV, you've got Tigers winning the World Series, there's fucking Van Halen 1984, there's so many pop iconic hits and records, and like everything was just, is that just me? Are there other people that are like, 92, that was the best year?
No, I think the mid 80s were pretty cool, man.
I think if you look at 1985 specifically for movies that you remember, like that's the hit parade, 85.
Yeah.
but there is like, I think you can look at, there are like 92 or 97 or something, and it's the same thing for sort of albums, memorable albums. But like 85's Back to the Future. It's fucking well, I know there's some other ones.
It's like, no, but you got like Beverly Hills Cop. You've got those kind of things. There's Beverly Hills Cop is 80.
I think that's 83. Right? 83 or 84.
83.
Scott McCarthy would know. He's a movie head.
Maybe no. I think 48 Hours is 82 or 83, and Beverly Hills Cop is 84. I could be crazy, but
I literally remember like what year is what year by what the baseball card was by like 84 Tops. That's what someone says 1984. I picture 84 Tops. I picture 84 Fleer. Like, that's my best reference point for what year was it, and I can remember if I had that card and then what was happening.
Yeah, like 1986, Darnell Coles was the third baseman for the Detroit Tigers. That's what I.
Right, it was a new guy. Like, what the fuck is this?
Chris Potaro.
Barbaro Garbe.
Actually, did I ever tell you when I got Barbaro Garbe's autograph? It's winter of 19.
I think we'd all like to hear.
In winter of 1984, when Wonderland Mall was still an outdoor mall, I went into a Sparky, because the Tigers had just won the World Series. It was Sparky Anderson, Alan Trammell, Lou Whitaker, and Barbaro Garbe. And the lines for those guys were through into outer space. And nobody was there for Barbaro Garbe, so I just got in line for Barbaro Garbe, and he didn't really speak English, but he said hello, and he signed my autograph, and so I always liked it.
How the fuck was Wonderland Mall ever an outdoor mall?
You don't remember that?
I went to 12 Oaks, dude, or maybe the Pontiac Mall, but
Wonderland Mall for years until maybe 1990 was an outdoor mall.
How'd that work during the winter?
It was, I don't know. You just walk around anyway.
Shovel.
Yeah.
I mean, you go into the stores. It's not like there wasn't a roof on the stores.
Right.
It was just like, you just walk around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's a Walmart.
This one we've sort of covered, at least I know Pop and I have, but I'll lay it out for you guys. SD Eldridge 136, who on the panel has the best tequila story that can be shared on this in this forum? So, Pop and I already talked about our tequila night. Is there a tequila specific story that hasn't been shared here?
I guess when Abe and I had tickets to get Snuggies, I think it was at the Dodger game. So we went to the Gold Room first, but I had to stay late for work, so I wasn't there at 5. I had to show up at 6, and he got kind of hemmed up too. So we both ended up just like meeting after having long days, and the bar cleared out at like 6:50 for everyone to go to the game, and we're just like, we gonna do another one, like the Gold Room specials, and it's like, we gonna do another one? Are we gonna go to the game? It's like, nah, I don't want to go to the game. You want to go to the game? And then we just ended up fucking staying there until the whole game was over, and then we both drove. We slept in our cars.
What's that Dodger Snuggie going for on eBay now?
I don't know, man, but that hang was like way worth it. It was way better than it, because it was like one of those like $15 tickets we got like last minute. And we're just like, is it really worth it? That's $15, or we could have like 4 specials.
Right
on.
My tequila story is, I've told that story. I can't do it all over again. But when I get roofied at Gold Room, drinking Gold Room specials,
yeah.
And then Jim Hamilton passes out in this doorway, and I literally want to kill myself the next day, and almost have to go to the hospital because my brain is already just a sensitive fucking little fluffy snowflake, and when the chemicals get twisted, man, it's bad, and it's so awful.
SD Eldridge 136, go back through the archives. Dan Wilkin would like to know, if we have to choose to give up either music or comedy as a form of entertainment for the rest of our life, which would we choose? I'm going comedy straight up because, one, if you've got friends that you can laugh with, and if you can find humor in other shit, you don't need straight comedy. Fuck that. I'll take music all day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to – I mean, I know I'm trying to be a comedian, but I'm going to go with I'll do music for fun, and just since I'll do comedy myself and just hang out. I don't need to watch fucking I don't need to watch
I gotta have tunes on. Like, that's like my weekend is just like my time to just all day listen to fucking tunes. It's my favorite thing to do, is to have sports on mute and tunes on and drink beers. And if I can find out how to do that for a living, then everything's going to work out for me, I think.
Start streaming yourself, dude.
Just
Stream
stream it.
yourself, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many opportunities to laugh at shit without being like, I can no longer watch a fucking movie that's under comedy or whatever, you know?
But you should still give us all money for comedy.
Well, yeah, a lot of people will stick with comedy, right? They want to.
Like,
In fact, he himself said, "I would
that's
give up
like my
music."
greatest, like fear of having like complete hearing loss and not being able to hear music. Like, I think I'd kill myself. Like, it's just.
Oh, I don't know if
it
I do
sucks
that.
so bad.
You can put it on your neck, kind of feel it. Feel the speaker or something.
Now, Vince, did you say this guy picked comedy instead?
No, he picked music.
Oh, so he would get rid of music.
There are people who would choose to only be like to choose comedy over music. So
God bless him, man. Comedy is good too.
I'll make my own. I can make jokes to myself all day long. I can't pick up an axe and start wailing on some.
I can't do any of that.
Well, also, I mean, how many times have you watched what's supposed to be a serious movie and start fucking laughing at some bullshit that's not supposed to be funny anyway? So you're gonna get it.
Last Blood.
And driving too, man. You got music when you drive.
Totally. Jojo Allen, what are you most looking forward to getting back to post-COVID? I really miss playing shows and wrestling shows.
I mean, you name it, I'll do what. I mean, I like, I miss like lazy days where you could just kind of do. You pop into a coffee shop, pop into a bookstore, record store, meet up with some friends, have a few beers, maybe go see a movie, and you just kind of because you can technically do all that stuff from home, but it's not the same. You know, like we're hanging out right now, but it's not the same. You know.
Yeah.
You can't beat real life. I mean, for me, it's like I think it's record stores and happy hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Whether that be MNB or just me and the lady going to have chicken wings and like some cheap cocktails. Like I love sitting, and it makes me sound stupid, but that's what I love, sitting at a bar watching sports on TV and drinking cheap drinks and having like half price hamburgers. Like that's it for me, and not having those things. And record stores, like I buy a lot of stuff and it's fun to get it in the mail, get new LPs, but I love going to a record store and combing through cassettes and albums and like spending an hour in there. It's really cathartic.
Yeah, even if you don't buy anything or just buy one thing, it's fun to just walk in and same thing with bookstores, just tool around and just look at shit. And I don't know.
It's just this, you know. It's like you're just sitting there, just doing this, and your brain kind of turns off, and you look at stuff and pull the album out. And see, you know, and it smells that musty like record store smell. And if you find like something that's like, ooh, this is awesome, I want this, and it's like $7, and you know, I would always show up like on a Saturday, Sunday, we'd be having beers somewhere, show up, you got your new tapes in your bag, and like, hey, check this out, and it's fucking best.
Yeah.
I'm smoking weed with the homies as soon as this shit's over for sure.
Yeah.
I remember like one way I just went and got a test at Dodger Stadium like last week and being like, we should just be fucking going to Dodgers game right now. It's like if we're just waiting in line to just do the, you know, whatever fuck, and then it's like we should be having Dodger dogs. And
yeah, that's my thing. It's like the coffee shop and the record store and that, like some of that shit's already happening places, whether it's to me, the thing that's going to be a lot harder to come back to is like going to a fucking wrestling show in an arena or going to a fucking packed out, you know, hi-hat or whatever still exists, you know, like, and so that's the stuff that I'm more worried about, like trying to get back to is the shit that just seems like you're never going to be in a room full of people, you know? Like,
with stand-up, it's like, I don't know when that's ever going to come back unless you're like.
I need a local hardcore gig again. I'll take somewhere small, all nice and gross. I'm just in the back just drinking, getting my shoes stepped on, pushing in the back.
God willing.
Up the head walk. It's good times, man. Miss it.
We'll get a really common vaccine, and it'll just be like, yeah, I don't care if I get it. I'll go get the fucking shot, you know, and just hope for the best.
CDC dropped some pretty weird numbers today. I don't know if you guys want to go look at that after this.
Okay.
Good or bad?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't need to look at that, man.
No,
I
it's
can't
just-
do anything about it.
Yeah, shit happens.
All right.
Woo, woo.
Cool.
Yeah, my answer is be drunk at a show again, man, when we're free.
Yeah.
Absent stepdad would like to know who's the best baseball team in the AL. It might be the Devil Rays.
What's this guy's agenda? Who is he? Who's he like?
It's the AL, dude. You ain't got to worry.
I do got to worry about it, man. You can't get over that hump unless they cheat.
Well, this isn't a real season anyway, man. You're cool.
That's true. Up until October, and I start freaking out.
We don't know. No one's at these games, man. These could be all digitized. It could be in the fucking Matrix. It's just like some shit that's made up, man. We don't even know these guys are really playing.
Based on Quick Pitch, watching Quick Pitch on the MLB Network, I'm going to say that I think it's either it's either Tampa Bay or Cleveland.
I mean, Oakland looks good too.
Cleveland just traded Clevenger to the Padres. Burns' Padres. They just got his fucking.
Maybe Cleveland's tapping out.
Contract. What's that?
Maybe Cleveland's tapping out. They traded Clevenger.
Well, they
I think-
traded him because he broke protocol in Chicago and lied about it.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
I think the A's look good too.
Yeah, the A's are putting up a lot of numbers. Again, I know what's going on in baseball because of fantasy baseball. It's like who's
I'm kind of
putting bad
surprised the
numbers up.
Tigers are 500.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what
It's
if?
nice that they're.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
It's nice. They started out so hot, and I was hardcore watching every single game, whole game, enjoying them. And then they lost. They started to dip a little bit, but still, they win sometimes. You know, like they won yesterday. It's like
swept.
they're not
They just swept the
complete
series.
trash every single day.
Damn,
Yeah.
Tampa's up 3.5 on the Yankees.
The thing
What?
is,
Yeah.
Like 2 teams from every division go. Is that what's happening now, or is it like the best 6 records? 'Cause I know they expanded the playoffs, right? So it's even more of a crapshoot.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is.
The White Sox are handling. I'm looking at
I mean,
standings right now.
some of the worst teams to make the playoffs have wound up winning the World Series. So if any team lucks their way in, they could get hot for a week or two and win it all. That'd be so funny if the Tigers
Weird.
won.
We just swept the Twins, man. We're on our way. Or it was the Cubs. We just swept somebody.
The Cubs are supposed to be hot too, no?
Eddie
Man,
Paschetti. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Another point.
No, I'm just saying, like fucking Rona could put like Tampa Bay on blast at any point. Fucking Yankees could get their disease sent over to Tampa Bay, and then like they're just fucking gone.
I just hope it goes to the
Yankees
Padres.
would do that.
I want to see the Padres just like fucking suffer now so bad. Fucking
love
Birds,
Tatis.
motherfucker! He's cool, but
I
at the end of
love
the day,
Tatis.
they got a cop as a coach, nerd, who wants Tatis to chill. Kill him,
Listen,
Birds. Come on.
I don't
man.
have any. I don't have
rather
any
you like
Dodgers
the-
on
I'd
my
rather
team.
you like
They're
the
not-
Giants,
They're hard to
Bird.
roster. I hate the Giants. The Giants are trash.
I'm going to say it one time. Save it for power moves. Eddie Paschetti would like to know, did we ever get down with any goofy trends or fads growing up? I was very lucky, dude. My old man would not tolerate if the mullet was in, no way. Couldn't get a spike, couldn't get a fucking nothing. Dude. Couldn't get a straight edge jacket with the X on it. Couldn't get nothing, dude. My brother had parachute pants. It's the closest any of us got to anything that was close to a fucking fad.
I would pay to see footage of you trying to ask your dad to get a spike.
I had the spike. I had the mini mullet. I had the spike. I had the lines. I had the shaved sides with the everything buzzed except my bangs just banged like this fucking long. I think the major trend that I followed, I was just very, very hip hop. You know, I was all starter jackets and fucking Jordans and like sports jerseys and fucking hoop earring. You know, like
Hypercolor shirt.
I don't think Yeah, I don't think I ever got dipped out of that until I was like a senior in high school, and I got some Birkenstocks, trying to fit in and put a, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Just trying to get out alive. Just trying to get out alive.
Yeah, when I was a kid, even when I like tried to be cool, I was too fucking dense. I didn't know what anything was cool. And so or like, man, like, oh, I got to try to get like Air Jordans or something. And you spend an hour thinking I'm going to convince my mom to buy me Air Jordans. And then she's like, nah, no, I'm not buying this shit. So, so you just fucking like, I don't know. I didn't, I was a dork and I didn't know how anything worked. And if I got into anything, I don't remember. I
saw
like
that. That reminds me, I think my first starter jacket was fifth grader. I got a Georgetown starter jacket, like the satin one with the Georgetown on it. It's because I love Georgetown basketballs. Like on CBS every Saturday for whatever reason. Georgetown was pretty hot at that time, and I remembered that today because John Thompson died yesterday.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I love that dude. I was like, that was a kick-ass coach to watch. He was like, fucking.
Earrings? Anybody earring?
No earrings. I didn't become like a full swing dancing guy at all, but I did go see the Brian Setzer. I did go see the Brian Setzer Orchestra a couple times when I was like 19. Yeah.
I didn't become a full swing dancing guy?
No, I mean, I didn't do it.
I have no idea what you're talking about with the swing dances. You got me really confused.
I didn't do swing dancing. I just went to see Brian Setzer's orchestra like twice in like Pontiac.
Riot.
Yeah.
Riot. Come on.
Twice?
And it gave me fucking tinnitus. But
wow.
Yeah, I didn't dress up. I didn't do swingers. I just I went to the concert a couple times.
If we're talking starter jackets, I did have a Raiders starter jacket for a hot minute.
I had
I quickly sold.
I had an Atlanta Braves starter jacket, so we'll say that.
Well, I need to know details on both of those cases. Did you have the patch with the back hit? Did you have Raiders across the front? Did you have the Braves with that fucking like whole thing on the front?
It was the Braves plus the tomahawk, which is problematic now, but in 1991 it wasn't.
Mine was black with just the patch, nothing on the back.
Raiders got the best merch all time.
Just the big, with the Raider dude.
The shield. That's the first one. So you were probably my age. You're probably like 5th, 6th grade or something like that.
No, I feel like
8th grade.
Yeah, it might have been 8th grade. But I quickly sold it to this burnout. Like I was like, it was one of those things where it looked so cool, and then I put it on, and I was like, you can't do this, and
you're not this guy.
And then I flipped it to some fucking burnout who just, he didn't even probably know what a football was. He just wanted to fucking rock the Raider jacket,
You know what's gonna be funny
I love that now.
If hipsters become burnouts, like if that ever becomes cool again, like tight jeans and hairspray and like big tongued Reeboks and stuff and like Metallica shirts.
Those are my people.
But it's like I grew up around burnouts. It's
Gnarly's right here.
Yeah. But I mean like like the guys like burnouts from like 1989. You don't see those guys too much anymore.
Gnarly.
No, Gnarly's not like totally.
I got a job, bro.
Yeah. Gnarly's not like
it's
huffing.
A state of mind.
Gnarly's not like huffing Freon behind a Dairy Queen.
Give me 2 days.
Why don't you go hang out in Garden City for a few days and see what happened to your friends? Gnarly, what kind of fads you get mixed up in, dude?
I had bleached hair because I played soccer. So all my cousins on my dad's side, they all played soccer. So they're just like, oh, we have to bleach your hair. And I used to wear these like soccer jerseys to day camp, like the teams I played on. So one year, this guy who was a caretaker there was just like, oh, soccer guy. Then I came the next time with my hair bleached. He was like, now it all makes sense. Bleach your hair, and you were a soccer player. He was calling me gay, right? Trying to, maybe? I don't know. I didn't like that guy. The Buddha bracelets were a weird thing. He was, oh, your hair is bleached. That makes sense now. And you got soccer jerseys, the Buddha bracelets.
What do you mean that makes sense? What the fuck is like
I'm like 12. I'm just like, okay, like, this guy's weird.
Well, to those guys, like anything
What?
like European or whatever is vaguely like gay, and they're like,
Then my freshman year at St. John Bosco,
Ignorance.
all boys school. If you can answer a movie trivia question, you didn't have to run the laps, and it was Point Break, and I said Point Break. Then he made another comment about a guy being like, as long as your favorite band's not Queen, we're all good, baby. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, what's wrong with Queen? Queen's got some tracks.
Jesus Christ.
I
Yeah,
don't know, dude.
yeah, it's fucking.
Mm-mm.
There must be like that. Is that dude dead? Is he old enough to be dead?
Nah, he's probably not wearing a mask somewhere, like complaining. One of those
Right.
dudes.
That's why I asked because people like that
Like a
grew up to
lettered
be
high school offensive
something like
lineman,
this.
went to Division I school and got hurt. Like one of those guys.
Mm.
Right. And then they just didn't have anything else in the tank and now he's just a pissed off, ignorant old guy.
On
Andre
shortage.
Hey,
Oh, Dumaché.
should Marvel kill Black Panther as a character or recast him like they would James Bond, etc.?
Well, number one, I don't care. Number two, no, just to, like the guy, he
Yeah.
just died. Probably not. Just let him be.
But they'll probably redo it and punish it into the ground, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, but I don't think there's a problem with that. Like every
I mean-
actor who's played Batman is not of this earth anymore, and like also do you really
Did you
think
say every actor who played
that-
Batman is dead now?
No, I said they're not all alive,
Okay, yeah.
right? Isn't the first Batman dead?
Adam
yeah.
West is dead.
the best
Adam West
Batman?
passed away. Yeah.
Yeah, the best Batman.
So, I mean, it's so cliche, but I look at it this way: like Chadwick Boseman would not want the Black Panther franchise to just completely go away. He's an actor; he's a reasonable person. I'm sure he'd be like, "No, fucking, you stop making Black Panther movies. What is wrong with you? Make fucking more of these.
Right.
What are you doing?"
Especially a franchise that features so many people of color. Like,
Mm.
you don't want that to go away.
Right? No,
Yeah,
it's important.
Pop
Yeah,
does. Jesse Pop wants it to go away, but the rest of us don't.
I'm
Jesse
with you,
Pop
Pop.
wants
He's
it
trying
to go
Cherokee the
away.
tour.
I'm just saying I'm not invested in
You
it.
just
But
don't care. Yeah.
no, I mean, I don't think it would be disrespectful to redo it if that's what it seems like. He probably want people to keep going or whatever. It's fine.
Nothing's sacred in Hollywood either, so they don't give
No.
a fuck.
Absolutely not.
But Vince, you make a good point. Like that's an important franchise. That's a all black superhero franchise that needs to stay. And like I read those comic books whenever they came out, and I was reading comic books, and I dug that, and they're fucking great. And that movie's great. They just absolutely need to make more. And there's also more characters. You don't have to keep the same guy. You can have the Michael B. Jordan character take over as the lead and whatever.
Right.
Yeah, gotta keep going.
Here we go. This one, this is a touchy one here now. Nova on the stairs would like to know, when you go number 2, do you wipe sitting down or standing up?
Sitting down. I was born in '88. What's happening?
Poor idiots. Sitting down. Sit down.
Yeah, sitting down, right? You stand up when you're like a kid, a little toddler, right?
Vince,
I stand
are you
up.
sandbagging the stand?
You stand up.
How the fuck
Yes.
do you do that?
Listen, man, that's how it went down. That's how it goes down, son. Don't worry about it. And I'll tell you this,
That's your own batting stance. It's fine.
and I'm here to tell you this, Pop Man, my ass is fucking clean. It's clean.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I definitely transitioned at some point, and I don't know when it was. It could be like I think I was a stand-up wiper for a while, and only knew that way, and then had to retrain my brain to oh, I guess this is the other style. This could be like 20 years ago or whatever, and I remember making the transition to a sit-down guy, and the mechanics are a little different, but yeah, definitely a sit-down guy now, especially at my age. I can't be standing up.
Oddly
try it.
enough, this is a conversation I haven't really had, and I may have been left to my own devices, but it's never come up for me, and to this point, I never I haven't had a problem. So
What I do, I lay down on my
Give it a whirl.
stomach. I lay down on my stomach on the bathroom floor, and then just.
use the mat.
If you really did that, holy shit, that'd
That'd
be the
be so
best thing
cool.
that ever happened. I get in the shower every time. Every time I get in the shower, and
Whoa.
I spray it down.
When I was in college, one of my roommates that I obviously didn't know before we were roommates in college, and he was like, you guys, you take a shit, you don't wipe your ass, you just get in the shower anyway, and then you went, and we were like, what? And he was like, no, you like take a shit, you don't wipe your ass, just get in the shower. And I was like, yeah, that's a little,
Is this the guy with the Monopoly box?
yes.
Oh,
Is that a story that we can tell? Because that might give us more views than we've ever had.
He shits in the Monopoly box? Or is it
Oh.
something else?
If you can't, you can't.
I mean, I'll tell the story.
I mean, you're not naming names. No one knows who
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking live
you're
with
not
in college.
naming names. This story is fantastic. Gnarly deserves to hear this.
Yeah.
So does
Okay.
If
everyone
it was
else.
Monday, if it was
The
a real
names got
Monday,
me.
Yeah. And also, I was a virgin when this happened, so I can't get any problematic
do
stink on me.
not defend a fucking psychopath. I don't care if you
Yeah.
ever had sex with a psychopath. Go ahead.
So I went to Central Michigan University.
You've already
and,
said too much.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I went to Any Place USA College, and one of our roommates, he was like, I'm going back home to try to – no. We were all going back home, other roommates, and he was bringing his girlfriend from high school out. He said, I'm going to try to have sex with her this weekend while you guys are all gone. So we come back, and we go, how'd it go? And he's, well, let me show you. And he takes out a Monopoly box, a game, and there's a knotted up condom. And
Used.
yeah, knotted up used condom. We were like, oh yeah, what's going on? He's like, yeah. So, and he's telling the story of how he had sex with this girl, and as he's like stretching the condom, he snapped and it breaks. And I swear, I'm not making this up. It broke and it went into my other roommate's mouth. I'm not making this up. And he goes, ugh! And he like ran into the bathroom, and that's the
Swallowed
story.
it or what?
But also, while he was explaining that, he
It's
was saying,
I'm swinging immediately as soon as someone comes anywhere near me. I'm like, everyone's getting socked.
but he also was explaining that he keeps the condom.
He's right. He said whenever he has sex with a woman, he keeps the condom in this box. So it's just like, oh, you're kind of like insane. And then, that's what, while he was explaining the story, it broke and went into my other roommate's mouth. And
That guy's in jail, huh?
yeah.
Probably. It's very possible.
Jesus
It's like
Christ.
it's unreal. And I know the story is 1,000% true, but it's like something from an American Pie type movie.
Yeah, no, it sounds like something from like Penthouse Forum or a made up thing, but it absolutely happened, and
Penthouse
I was right
Forum.
there.
I don't know if Penthouse Forum had stories where some dude threw his own jizz into someone else's mouth in a door
From his collection.
Jidmouth has some bad karma coming his way. Fuck.
Yeah.
What did he do to deserve that? Ugh.
to your penthouse. You'll know. I wouldn't believe this if it didn't happen to me. But I was hanging out with my roommate who had just laid down the pipe successfully with a young lady. He was showing me the used condom when the cum sprayed into my mouth, and then I had to kill myself. Thanks.
And also,
Penthouse Forum.
the guy who the condom went into his mouth, he was a compulsive masturbator. He jacked off like 6 times a day. And then one time he was, I had the bunk bed above him. And one time I could hear him jacking off. I'm not trying to, and I go, he just go, and I go, what are you doing? He goes, leg lifts.
That guy's tight.
Leg lift.
Leg lifts.
Oh, shit. Wow.
What do you do?
So-
man?
I do not miss college.
Let's get a couple more here.
What kind of situation were you in?
I
With
was
this group of
I was
people?
I was surrounded by perverts, man. I was a virgin trying to play blackjack, dude.
So right there between Boardwalk and Park Place was a fucking knotted up rubber.
Wow.
DK Whale says, has COVID times made Monday, Tuesdays, and Friday, Saturdays better or worse? For the 9 to 5 Mondays used to be hell and Fridays heaven, but COVID sometimes feels like it made every day a Wednesday.
Read that again.
Essentially, has COVID made days of the week obsolete? Does Monday matter, Friday? I mean, if you're going to work, it fucking matters, right?
Yeah, minus work. I'm not working
Yeah.
right now, so like, it's like I don't know. It could be Tuesday.
Gnarly's the only guy that can answer this question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
None of this matters, dude. We're all fucked. Every day, everything sucks. That's all you say. Is everything sucks.
Spider B wants to know, what's your gas station snack order? 1 drink, 1 sweet, 1 salty, and 1 item of your choice. Can be non-snack related. So if you need some wiper blades, I guess. So I'll do a Gatorade. I'll do if they have the fucking Gardettos Select that are just the rye chips. I'll do I'll do a Twizzler, and I'll do a Take 5 as my wild.
Nice. I'll say if I'm on a long road trip, Take 5 is the best candy bar. If I'm on a long road
Best
trip,
candy bar. Best candy bar. Hands down. Take 5. It just has some packaging issues. It should be heralded as the #1 candy bar in the United States, and I don't know why that isn't.
absolute best candy bar.
Unsung.
Chunky's second. I love the Chunky bar.
I'm sorry, I did mine, but for ease, let's go drink first. Everybody says their drink.
Gatorade or coffee.
Doing a Dr. Pepper in the 16-ounce can.
I'm going to do a Fountain Diet Mountain Dew with the Snowball Ice. Super big gulp is fine, but also I'd love a styrofoam cup because, we're all dead anyway.
Salty snack.
What was it? Salty snack?
Yeah, savory snack. Salty.
Chicharron.
I'm going the Slim Jim with the cheese deal.
Combo.
I'm going to go pizza pretzel combos.
Okay. Gnarly, that chicharron, is it just regular flavor? You going hot? You going
The spicy one? It depends. If they have the fucking normal $2 bag, or if they have I forget the name of it. It's got the fucking white background, red lettering, green border. That one's really good.
sweet?
Yeah.
I'm going Twix. I love Twix.
Take 5 or Zingers.
I'll probably go sour. I'll go Sour Patch.
And then the item that doesn't have to be snack related. I guess it can be anything you want.
The Dutch Blunts or a Scratcher.
I'm a real junkie for the lighters. I love when I see like a collection of new Bic lighters, like this sparkly pink Playboy one I got. It's so nice. And I just had, sometimes I see them, I just got to have it. Like especially if I'm out of town, I always buy like whatever NFL team or baseball team they have.
Yeah, I bought a lot of funny lighters. Or like a funny keychain or a funny mug.
That's what you're saying you're getting, Pop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Funny keychain for Pop.
And Vince, did you acquire those lighters? Didn't you get a pack of
I got some Rolling Stone
ones?
lighters, yeah. And in fact, I was looking at the Bic site. They've got, it's almost like if you collect stamps, dude, they've got like a few cool collection of lighters, and they also do customs. Where you can, like, for $25, you get either 4 or 5 lighters with any fucking picture you want on them.
Worth it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I used to do, when I would do shows at comedy at Laugh Factory, there was a gas station right by there that had like all the, like Van Halen, they had, Seeger, they had like this huge licensing deal, and they had all these great, and I bought like 12, and then I used them all up. I'll never stop kicking myself. I should have bought all of them. Like if I ever see like a collection like that, like $40. Here's 40 lighters. I'm set for a long time.
Oh yeah. Okay. The Mount Rushmore of SNL cast members. That's Dustin Williams asked that question.
Okay. I'll
Wow.
say
How many people is that? 4 or 5?
Four.
4.
I'll say Jan Hooks, most underrated SNL cast member ever. I'll say
Pretty good.
I'll say Eddie Murphy. I'll say Phil Hartman, and I'll say probably you got to go Will Ferrell or Chris Farley, maybe. Is that crazy?
No,
It's hard. It's a very difficult question.
Okay.
I'll go Phil and Farley and Will Ferrell for sure. And then you guys go, and I'll think of the other 2.
Heavy, just off of familiarity. Fucking Chris Farley, I guess. Adam Sandler. Will Ferrell. Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, he's definitely the best Weekend Update guy.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
Dana Carvey.
That's good.
This one's gonna get some heat, but I'm gonna say Piscopo.
You love his Frank Sinatra, dude.
Jan Hooks is in there for sure, and then probably, I guess probably Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Tracy Morgan.
Hmm.
Like all that crazy astronaut Jones shit. It just fucking kills me.
Oh, so good.
Brian Fellows shit. Like he had a real hot run of just. He was the only one doing this way out there stuff that would make it into the prime time of the show.
Like 12:30 on the shit.
Yeah, and then I'll go. I think I'll go Aykroyd.
That's not bad.
I was more
Yeah,
Mad TV growing up, though. Apologies.
Yeah, you got a choice.
Who are you apologizing to? We didn't work there.
No, it's like SNL. Like more respect to the question.
Yeah, dude. Would you rather be able to dunk a basketball or hit a 3-pointer 9 out of 10 times?
Well, I've done both.
3-pointer.
So I would like to. I would rather be able to dunk again than to be able to hit 9 out of 10 threes.
Yeah, I could. Go ahead, Naro.
I was just saying, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. If I'm gonna fucking be, I'm 5'7", I can dunk. I'm winning some bets on like the street courts. You know,
Yeah, you might as well dunk it.
I'm just laying up the whole time. I bet you I can dunk it.
That's on
Yes.
Jesus.
me. Sorry. I got it's the Rona. I got the Rona. What are you gonna do? It's got to be dunk. Like, because I feel like I could go out and play basketball right now for 3 hours a day and just get really good, get some Bill Lambier skills and just be able to drain. But the thrill of being able to dunk a full-size basketball once in my lifetime would just be enough. You know,
Put somebody
gonna
on a
play
poster.
yeah.
Let's take it home with one last one here. Jacob Fanderson, he wants to know about our arcade game as a kid. We've done it. So let's answer this part of it, which is what have you been listening to lately?
Music-wise,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go first.
It's just been all power trip for me for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Riley Gale. It's been a real fucked up time in my life, honestly. This is the most sad I've probably ever been in my. The whole situation sucks, but if you don't already listen, like run some power trip, man.
Yeah.
He was 5'5", beast.
I've been doing a lot of fucking power trip. Jane's Addiction, Stone Roses, Truth Cult. That's all that comes ahead.
Lately, I've been listening to a lot of revisiting Silver Jews. I listen to Kevin Morby. Listen to a lot of old country music. Just random old country bands, the Louvin Brothers and whatever. I don't know, stuff like that. Songs
Oh,
Ohio. Also, sorry. Songs
Oh,
Ohio.
No, that's good, man. Because Gnarly loves Power Trip, obviously, so much. Like, I'd listen to 5 or 6 songs. It's great. But on Sunday, was it Sunday or Saturday?
I think it was Saturday.
Saturday, I went out in the sun with a couple beers and just like ran like both those albums, those two big ones, just top to bottom, like, and really got it. I was like, oh, this is something that slipped by me. This is so in my wheelhouse, because that band it's like, I would never sit down and just rip a whole Slayer album. It's just too fast, too like, it doesn't have that thickness, but that Power Trip just, to me, just hits a sweet spot. I listened to rip through all those, super great, and then just lots of like 80s shit. That's my weekend is Glass Tiger, fucking Christopher Cross, yacht rock kind of, that kind of vibe, and then like Psychedelic Furs, a lot of that, like whatever that tone is what satiates me on a weekend.
Fucking A, boys.
We did it.
Monday night beers. We'll see you next week.
One
Whatever.
day.
Good luck, everybody.